Hey, yo, good morning, good morning, good morning. Now, before we get to the larger time frames, I want to point something out. Okay. Now, I know a lot of you are like, what are all these white and yellow lines? Why the hell is there so many lines? Okay. Well, there's so many lines because it's math based, right? Now, it's not a complicated math equation. Okay. But what we have to understand is when we have tons of lines in one area, that means it's spent a lot of time going back and forth in these areas, and it doesn't. Let me show you. And it doesn't have to be recently. Okay, so see how this is recent. This is recent. This is not recent. Okay, but notice it still plays correctly. Okay, notice. Boom. Look at this. Now, can we predict where it's going to stop or go? No, but these become locations. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Now, let me go into where I was pointing right here. Look at the 2-minute chart. Look at this. Now, here's the deal. This is naked as far as I'm concerned, untouched. Okay. Notice that the exact high print of the news is right there. Right there. Right now, could we have guessed it was going to do that? No. Are we paying attention to now the fact that it has done that? Yes. Yes, because look, it went right back into the chop zone. Bink! And now it's telling us, wait and see what's next. Notice we came down, stretched through this spread, and came right back in to noise. Look at this right here. Wow, huh? So then what? How do we play it? Well, look at the next bar down. Look at the next down bar. All right, so then this is a 2 minutes, so you'd go into the 1 minute. Okay, look at the next down bar. Slide, right? Come back up, come back into noise, slide, right? So now that we're outside the spread, what can we see? Well, 7537 is mathematically the spread. Okay, larger than that, mathematically 7471. And we all think, oh, there's no way it can go to 7471. Bullshit. It can go 7471, 7608, 7626, all from right here. Okay, it can also go 7537 and not move 1 inch further. It can also, okay, now there's 2 more things it can do. It can also go right back up from here. Okay, come back into this noise. What's the last thing it can do? This is where most of us get it wrong. It can create noise. Okay, that's always option number 3. It can always just sit here and create noise. Okay, so that is what we're watching in direct relation, right, to what kind of signals is it giving us on the 10 range, 1 minute, 2 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute. Ninja. Now, let's get into the larger time frames. I just wanted to share that with everyone. All right, now somehow this narrow range indicator is not correct. I believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay. We are outside narrow range. So Martin, this one is wrong, if I'm not mistaken. And so can you see if yours says the same thing? Okay, let's get back. Notice they have a huge down bar here. Huge up bar here. Okay, after coming into external liquidity. Okay, so now between 0575 and 5375, which is a 48-point range, what do they do with it? Do they drop it, hold it, run it? Okay, same thing. Down, up, noise. Right? Let's go to the 4 hour. Let's see if it tells us anything. 40 over is the hard under, over under. That has not changed. Okay, that has not changed. Let me make sure I have what is. Okay, that's going to help that a lot. Okay, there we go, there we go, there we go. So what we're watching is this breaker block right here, right? Now, why is it a breaker block? Okay, head, okay, shoulder, neck, head, neck, shoulder, hip, okay, or not. Right now, how do we define the breaker block? Okay, here's how I define it, and it's a little bit different, right? And I am using the example from someone else on the internet, not ICT, right? That guy's an international kunta twat, right? That guy's an idiot. Okay, now what I'm using is the lowest closing bar in the shoulder to neckline. See this? That's how we define it. Elijah, let's make sure we have that definition in there. It's the lowest closing bar of the shoulder to neckline, including the wicks, all right? So if we look at that, right, and then we look at the meridian, that's our over-under. So what is the meridian? 36. All right. So what do we have? 40 to 36. 40 to 36. 40 is over here. Make sure you guys see it. Yeah. 40 is over here. 36 is the meridian. Okay. And then obviously what I just said. Oh, that's 17 to 55. Excuse me if I said it incorrectly. 17 to 55. Okay. So we have quite the area on the 4 hour. Let's go to the 2 hour. Looks pretty similar. They got him on the ropes here. They got him by the short and curlies here. If you look at the momentum, okay, it goes straight up. This is the 2 hour. It goes straight up off the bottom, right? And it's just momentum. Don't worry about, well, what is this? What is this? Don't worry about that. I will get you the name of the indicator though. E something. Oh my God, what is this thing called? ECGOLB. Okay, and your source is this one right here, right? All right, there's that. Look, this is not something we're hiding. This is not something we created. Okay, we just downloaded it and we use it, right? High, low, close, divided by 4. Copy that? Okay, it's called ECGO_LB. That's what creates these, right? And there's one more setting you have to turn on. Oh, color bars. Copy that? Okay. We're not hiding that from anyone, right? That's not ours. We're just using it. Now, whoops. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. Let's be real careful. There is a chance that this rips higher. Okay, there's always that chance, but that's not where we're going with this, right? Where we're going with this is we are right in a major level. If this is a complex head and shoulders, right? If this is a complex head and shoulders, they're building it out. Okay, now, what if this is, okay, and remember what we just talked about. What if this is just the creation of noise? Where everyone thinks it's going to fall apart, right? And this is kind of what Nick is saying over in Discord. What if they bring it down, okay, and then absolutely slaughter the upside? That's when we'd use our Mancini's recovery reclaim levels, right? And if we go straight through this bad boy, okay, if we go straight through this bad boy, it's 0575. Okay, if we go straight through it again, we're going to come down to roughly 74.54. Okay, 74.54. That's the 2 hour. Let's go to the 1 hour. It's just a blown up version of the 2 hour. Notice we're not getting any higher highs or lower lows. Okay, do they stretch that out? We don't know. We don't know. We don't guess as to what it is. Okay, momentum is to the downside, but that, that doesn't mean a whole lot considering it can change, right? And here's why I say that. Okay, look at right here on price where it looks really good. Whoop, and then wonk. Okay. And so then now I'm going to bring in a term that was coined by SMB Capital, right? It's called LAR. How many of you had a chance to watch that video that they put out yesterday? Okay, number 2 is LAR, loss aversion response. Let's dive in. Let's just use this. Where does old losing Rev get caught? Okay, where does old losing you get caught? Ready? This is very easy. Do we get caught here? Do we get caught here? Right? Do we get caught here? Okay, do we get caught here? Right? The answer is not only yes, but hell yes. Think about every single time, and we did it yesterday. Was it Northwest that or was it Davy? Somebody said something where if I said, if you go short right here, you're going to get smoked, right? This is where we lose, right? And so what does this look like on price? Okay, watch this line. Okay, from Thursday at 000 okay, to Thursday at 1900. Watch this. Okay, here's 000. Okay. Oh, we got to go short here. We got to go short. We got to go short. Okay. All right, now watch this. Oh, we got to go long. It's breaking. It's breaking. We got to go long. Oh, it's too bullish. It can turn up. You like the sound effects? Raspberry all over your belly, right? This is where we get caught. Okay, and most oftentimes you can relate it to other price levels. Hold on a second. I'm getting dizzy. I need to eat something. I'm starting to sneeze. Give me a second, guys. Okay. I got a little bit of food in my mouth, so bear with me, everybody. I've got a protein bar rolling. Now, before we get started, and what you're going to notice today is there are 3 things that keep us from being successful. Here they are. Number 1. Now, I've typed them in. And the reason I typed them in is because those people that watch the stream back, they get to miss that. critical information point because they weren't live on the stream. They didn't go watch it. What I want to point out is if you write those three things down and you take notes of just those three things, not price, not movement, not momentum, not entries, exits, stops, targets, all the nonsense that people have taught you to record. If you record those three things, when they happen, when they don't happen, when you recognize them, when you don't recognize them, that's how you're going to move forward in your trading. Okay? Notice that I am much more patient since my hiatus. Notice I'm much more confident in the executions. Notice I'm not trying to be right. Notice I'm missing many trades. Okay? If you document those three things, I can change your life. Okay? If you don't document those three things, well, Godspeed to you. All right? I've just given the secret. It is what you do with this secret that is up to you. Okay? All right, notice this 5-minute block. Here's something I pointed out. This is what we call the G-spizzle. The G-spizzle. No, we call it the G-spot, right? It's the first thrust up. It's the first indecision, and then move, right? So thrust up, indecision, move. Let's see if we can find one over here. This one was tough for me. So yesterday, I chose this as the move. Now, we could have chose here. Okay, and what you're watching is, look, if we just use this one, look at how it came back up into the meridian and then failed. Okay, now watch. Let's see what it did with this one. Okay, I'm just going to move it right here. Watch this. This is pretty cool. Look what it does. Look at right here. Okay, and here. Now, how did we know? Think about it. The algorithms are set on done. I don't mean literally. What I mean is they're set to find the prior support and resistance levels. Exploratory price action. Okay? This is called a price exploration auction. It goes both directions, right? An auction is just called an auction, right? Now, the next thing I want to point out, on the 15-minute chart, we are perfectly in a sell. But here's the weird part about this sell. It's on the open. Elijah, I said close. It's on the open. And so it's very strong. So when we have price printed, painted, that turns down the VWAP, which is, it shows you the VWAP starts here. Okay, and paint penetrates 200 and VWAP and turns them both down, you have the nuts. This happens 1 in 29 of it happening, right? Meaning, see, like right here, it doesn't change anything, it doesn't move anything, has nothing to do with the VWAP, you know, it has something to do with 200, but not the VWAP. So that is not one of the 1 in 29. This is 1 in 29. Okay. So we can only sell here, right? Just like the other, this is on the 15-minute, just like we had a buy, right? Am I saying that correctly? Somewhere on the 5-minute, that's what it was. On the 5-minute, we had a buy only, no selling, right? So now what I want to point out is, look, this isn't one because your 200, right, is way up here. So look, we can look at it. One day I'm going to make volume on the bottom. If someone could show me how to do that, I can't figure it out. But what I want to show you is, look at, if we just use this chart, right? Don't even look at this, right? If we just use this chart, we're so far away from the 200 that none of this counts. None of this counts. This is noise. We have to have, look right here. We have to have it like this. Boop. That's pretty close. If they all bow tie through each other, price VWAP 200 with paint, that's the nuts. Okay, it wins 95 to 98% of the time. Okay, so then what we do is we go into the lower time frame and we execute our process. If anyone can help me make volume on the bottom, it's not as easy as you'd think, because this is its own chart and this is its own chart. But if anyone has any idea how to do that, that would be awesome, because otherwise it has to look like this nonsense. Okay. So let's go to the 5 minute and let's look at what the hell was he talking about yesterday. Ah, I'm so glad you asked. Well, here it is. It's not perfect, but it's there, right? So look at this right here. Bink, long only. Long only. Long only. Okay, and then here it says no more longs, right? Now remember, we're to price VWAP 200. We are away from the VWAP. We're away from the 200, right? So therefore, no more buying. Okay. Now some of you can sell. Some of you had protocol to sell, but it says no more buying. Boop. Right. Now we have just nothing but a Charlie Foxtrot. Okay, this is close. It's close, but notice your 200's already down. You just have price crossing your VWAP, turning it down. There, notice the paint is back here. That's a cloudy situation there, okay? So we're chilling, right? There's nothing to trade right here. As much as I would love to tell you, oh, look, we got this, and this, and it says stay short, blah, 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 blah. We are in, look at the 5 minute. Wow, huh? Noise. Now, what does this noise come from? Noise. Here, I'll move it over here. Noise. We're right back in the support, the prior support slash chop slash noise level. What do we want to trade? Ah, I'm so glad you asked. We want to trade, ready? Signal. Okay, that's what we want to trade. Signal. Signal. Okay. That's what we want to trade. This one's a little harder because it doesn't, it's not coming from noise, right? It's just topping out at a prior support level that got broke right here. This is the 5 minute chart. That's a lot of noise, price noise. And what you want to look at, and this is kind of something that Joey talks about, is it didn't make it to this noise level. Look at all the absorption at all-time highs, right? Notice it didn't make it back to that absorption.
Bar, 10 range.
They sold it, okay? Let me see if that works. That's a good idea, because it's been bothering me. See, because it's, oh, you mother lover. Look at that. Okay, and then now that goes on its own panel, right? Okay, so panel 3, and then this would be panel... let's see what that looks like. Yeah, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let me fix this here. This is where the conundrum came in. Yeah, it doesn't let you add a new panel once I do that. See, because this is two different. So if we go to data series, this is two different ESs. All right, let me see if I got it here. I think I got it. Thanks, Ryan. Good, 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 good. Okay, let's let it all calculate out. All right, are we done calculating? I think we nailed it. Oh, we nailed it. Thank you, sir. Okay, now save it. All right, we got 2 minutes till the opening bell, fam. I'm on the sidelines. I want Claritin. I want this to be crystal clear when we take the trade.
Blue bar, 10 range chart.
All right, we got 1 minute, 30 seconds. Okay, 1 minute. I have no interest in trading the open. $45 seconds. Super noise in the 5 minute. Here we go. 15 seconds. I'll let you know if I see anything. Otherwise, it's going to be some, you know, the problem with YouTube, trading on YouTube is the dead air. They don't like that, right? So you got to keep the chat going. Hit the like button, subscribe, turn notification bells on. You can join us by hitting the $ button. If you don't have a $ button, go into your web browser and open this same link. You can support the stream that way. All right, they're going down to the next level of noise here. Look at your 2-minute. Look at your 2-minute. Okay, look at your 15-minute. They're just exploring. They're looking for liquidity. There's nothing to do here. Look at that. The 10 range would have smoked us like a pack of cigarettes. Bam! 1 minute said stay short. 2 minutes said
Blue
stay
bar,
short.
1 minute chart.
And now do they bring it back up? Now they got enough people trapped. Okay, 7540 major over under. Remember your daily chart. Delta moving lower. Do they squeeze at some point, right? Think of how the liquidity works. They absorb. They let them hit the bid. They absorb it all. Okay, and then they run it on them. See, this isn't tradable, guys. This isn't tradable. Let's chill. We'll get something going here. I don't care no more.
Pink bar, 10 range chart.
Yellow bar, 1 minute chart.
Now here's the deal, Dolly. Number 1, lack of information. Number 2, lack of patience. Number 3, the need to be right. If you have those wrote down right before you're about to execute, I want you to think to yourself, am I crossing the line on any of these 3? Okay, it will feel, now remember, we don't usually use the word feel. Okay, it will feel like an impulse decision. Okay, that's the true feeling behind what would happen. We got 3 ticks from 40. Is that close enough? Or are they going to come back through 40? And the main takeaway is it will feel like impulse. It will feel like you're missing a piece of information. It will feel like you're trying to hurry into something. Because here's the deal. All of us have been here long enough that we know what we know what a buy order is. We know what a sell order is. We know what a limit order is. We know what a market order is. Okay, we know what supply and demand looks like. We know what support and resistance looks like. How do we put it together? Well, the first way we put it together is we stop being impulsive. I don't care no more. Ooh, look at that. Look, you would not have been filled at 53. Look, even though this looks perfect, right? Like, oh my God, we nailed it. Wrong. There was 7 contracts traded. You wouldn't have been those 7. Nor would I, right?
Connection lost.
What is doing that? All right, that is Ninja that's doing that. Anyone else's Ninja just go down? See, here's the weird thing though. The data didn't go down, just the trading part of it. Guys, this is a Charlie Foxtrot. Elijah asked me about the daily earlier, right? My response to him was, this is barcoding, right? Even though it went lower, this and that. The only thing that we can put on here is that we have this. That's it. Yeah, that was a good long for 46, Nick. It took a little heat, but that was nice. Now look at why I didn't go long on the yellow. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. Oh, noise, noise, everywhere there's noise. Blocking
bar,
up the
10
scenery,
range chart.
breaking my mind. Look at the noise on the 5. OMG.
Pink bar, 10 range chart. Blue bar, 1 minute chart.
Oh, hush up. I'm nervous on shorting here. Not nervous, not nervous. It feels impulse. So if you're wondering, well, what does it look like when it feels like it's impulse? Right here. Like, oh, I see all the sell signals, but we're at the lows. Sell low to go lower. Sell high to go higher. I mean, it could. Sure. I mean, the 2 minute, 5 minute, and 15 minutes say lower. But, ooh, did you guys see that? That was impressive. Look at all the volume that just kicked in through there. Look at that. Bow. Wow. Wow. Wow, that was impressive. That was within 1 second, we had 4.5 points of movement and heavy volume. So now on the tape, 42 to 43s are over unch. I want to remind everyone we're at Lower Keltner. Lower Kelternius. Okay, great. Live establish unavailable. Okay. Weird. I don't care no more. Oh, that's 75.40. Okay. Oh, I was wondering what that was. Tyson, you had to get filled at 35.50. You had to get filled there. It traded 35. Okay, he sold the 39s. Let's see if they keep selling it. Yeah, look, it had to have filled. That is quite the sell side liquidity, though, or pull. I'm gonna step away from it. I got the FOMO. I got the FOMOs. Elijah, do we dare adding a Batman to the scene here? Okay, you got filled. Good, 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 good. Yeah, it had to have. I'll be right back. Ooh, they dropped it like it's hot. Ooh, they dropped it like it's hot, boys. Hot, boys. Okay, yesterday's low. Okay, they're through the 24, the 40s. Look at once they broke 40. Look at this. So the 15-minute was right. Look. Look at this. Yeah, nothing said bye, Ryan. I mean, just price few up 200 said no. Wow, look at the last sell signal. Ooh. Anyone catch the short? Great job if you did. Okay, 5 minute snake at 20.
Pink bar, 10 range chart. Blue bar, 10 range chart.
All right, your 2 minute spread is right here. This is all over the place, guys. If you've shorted, great job. Go home. Yeah, seriously, like, good job. There's your outside spread, 75, 14, 75. You also have it on the 2-minute, 75, 16s. You've got your low to low, whatever this is on the 05, 75.
Pink bar, 10 range chart. Pink bar, 10 range chart.
Anyone take along?
Pink bar, 1 minute chart.
Be careful. Be careful. Careful, 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 careful. All right, we are outside narrow range. Look at the 1 minute. Ouch. Look at the 2 minute. Ouch. Ouch. Volume at 28s, 29s. Forty's the over under. Right up into the 31 spread. First red, 2 minute. Nope, second red, I apologize. Third red. White on blue on your 5. Okay, we're at VPOC 2275. All right, snake bite on the 10 range.
Pink bar, 10 range chart.
Order filled. Order submitted.
Okay, stops down.
Order canceled.
Stops down, break even +1. 19s, 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 19s.
Target filled.
Let's roll. Here we go. Perfect. Okay, let's talk about it. Rejection of the 2 hundo. Curve. Hibachi style barbecue. Oh my God, that was so easy. I even had a 22. I had a 22 entry. I can't take no more. Let's go. Okay, let's get you and Ryan. Okay, Tyson, stand up. Stand up from your chair. Okay, put your nuts on your desk and slap them. Okay, now think about this. Think about this. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay. Tyson, which one of those is you, please?
Connection lost.
All right, so in honesty, right here we go. Watch this. Watch this.
Pink bar, 1 minute chart.
Now, look at how all three of them. Look at this blue line. Look at how everything. Look. You guys see that? Elijah, if you want to post a picture of that, I just screenshotted it. If you want to put it over in Discord. Beautiful trade, everybody. Let's go. I did that in my PA because it gave me an inactivity warning. Son of a biscuit. Oh, be careful on this one. Look at your 2 minute. Okay, look at your order block. That was beautiful. Look, now they're going to trap them because they're late. Ooh, ah. Good call, G-Man. Good call on 75-35. Not hitting. Good call. All right, so now Tyson, now that you just wrote that
Yellow
down,
bar, 10 range
I want you to
chart.
write that down. Now that you typed it out, I want you to write it down. That's your focus all next week. All right, now, Tyson, let me tell you exactly what I did in this trade, and this will make a lot more sense. How many times have we gone long right here thinking we got it, right? It stalls out here. G-Man, if you look in the Discord, I know you're reading it, he says, missing that 35 is what got me on my toes. So now over
Yellow
under
bar
35, right?
Pink bar, 10 range chart.
Ooh. Oh, I didn't see this yellow. Hello. Hello. Boom! The other way. Tyson, this is when you can do it. Let's go along here. Bink! Now, Tyson, watch this. And guys, I'm showing all of you this. Tyson knows this. I'm just reminding him. Ooh, you got a 2-minute long. You got a 2-minute long. There's your targets. Okay, we try to catch this. Look, look, look. Tyson, you and I try to catch this. Stop doing that. Let the buyers tell you that they're back in.
Blue bar, 1 minute chart.
There's your 1R. Coming up on 2R on your 2-minute. And I missed it, just to be clear. I absolutely missed it. With confirmation. Now, I also want to tell you guys something that I'm noticing a lot of you are doing too much of. Okay, ready? I know you guys aren't going to like this. Okay, but most of you are trading too often. Nick, you need to figure out the best 2 hours that you could trade, and that's the only times you trade. Tyson, same thing. Watch your profit go through the roof when you guys start trading less, not more. Okay, I've noticed that some of you guys are trying to trade their morning, afternoon, and evening. Stop doing that. I promise you, listen, if you just trade the first 2 hours, so from 9:30 to 11:30, okay, I assure you, your profitability, your strike rate, and your win rate will skyrocket. been cursed since birth. And I wish I would have been long 23.75. It was a quick one. It was a quick one. Now here's what's cool. Okay, look at this. This yellow bar forms, but look what it does. Look at this. Buy-side imbalance. Look at that. Was that 14 to 1? 15 to 1? 16, 17 to 1? 4 to 1? All right, if you've had here, I'm gonna say this, and I hope you guys take advantage of it. If you've had 3 calls or greater, and you use NinjaTrader, contact at sageft.com, and we'll see if you fit the quest requirements to get you these bars. Okay, I'm gonna leave it to Elijah, but you know what to do. Burn, 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 burn. Wash down these perks. I've been cursed since birth. Burn, 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 burn. To wash down these perks. I've been cursed since birth. Look at your 2-minute hitting 2R. Let's go. Look at your 10 range hitting 2R. And now we chill. All right, now this is the low to low. This is the major. Right? This is the major because it has a stop level right here. See that? I can feel the pain in my laugh. Delta is disgusting. Is there a... Okay, there's 2 chances here. 3. Number 1, squeeze. Number 2, drizzle. Okay? It just drizzles lower, right? Drizzle, 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 right? Drizzling some chocolate syrup on some ice cream. Hello, hello, hello. Okay? And then number 3, everybody let's say it together. Number 3 is sideways. Yes, yes, yes. Let's look at the 1 minute. Look at the people sweating it. Sweating it. They got people caught everywhere. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at that. Ooh, right. And that's on the 1 minute. So think of the people that don't trade on, excuse me. Think of the people that only trade on time-based charts. They didn't get to take advantage of the Zach Supreme. Pain in my laugh. Ga.
Pink bar, 10 range chart.
Yes, we are, G-Man. And G-Man, your 35 call was Deutschner. So I took this next short. Gang, gang. Gang, gang. I've been dead for years. Pain in my life. This looks like consolidation, doesn't it, guys and ladies? Liquidity sweep, ready? Liquidity sweep. Sweep. Smoked. Wake up in the morning, do my damn thing. You don't understand about me is I never gave it about a damn thing. I wake up in the morning, do my damn thing. Ooh, Juice World Righteous. Is that the name of the album? I think that's the other one that I have downloaded. I do like his music. Oh yeah, here we go. Thank you. Oh yeah, this is the one that I have. Oh, his albums look exactly the same. Oh, wow. No, they just remade it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have that album. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, this is a good one. I'm just going to start at the beginning of the album, though. All right. We're at the level. We're at the level. Yep. Look what G-Man's telling you. Get a coach. Get a coach. Get a coach. Don't do this alone. Don't do this alone, everybody. Not only do you get me as a coach, you get all of the material that we have created for you. And those of you that have had calls with me, we have a mountain of material that you do not have. Okay? So a refresher call is something that I recommend to all of you because we have the answers to literally every question that you have. Literally. Major decision. Major decision. 1 minute, Snaky Poo was filled at the old 27s, 28s. I think they're consolidating here for the next move. I don't know. Now, here's the deal. I don't know if we'll get the next move in the next 45 minutes. I don't know. Here's the deal. I don't care. Okay? Show me the money. Show me my process. Show me my pattern, and I go. I haven't listened to this album too much. Chris? Crixus. And welcome. Reeler and Reeler. Is that on the same album? Or is that a different album? I don't know how many albums he has. Wow, he's got a lot of songs on this. Oh, I see. They're videos. Reeler and Reeler. Let me look. Oddly enough, he just came out with a song. I don't know how that's possible. He's got a song called Syphilis. Yeah. Go on, I'm listening. I don't see Reeler and Reeler. Oh, which one were we just looking at? Rewind it and tell me which one, because I honestly forgot what we were just looking at. God. All right, so Crimson, my only time frames are 10 range, 1 minute, 2 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute. Okay, and then you know my larger ones. Was it the 1 minute or 2 minute? I don't remember. I think we were looking at the 5 minute. I don't know. I'll have to rewind. I can't rewind it. Oh, I think it was the 2 minute right here. Oops. If you can just scroll back a little bit and take a screenshot, which is the print button on your computer,
Blue bar. 10
and then just
range
put it over
chart.
in Discord. No, we can line it up. Due to my hanging out in college, is the easiest way to say it. I have awesome short-term memory loss. We'll know if it's the 15 minute by it has the volume profile and the ORB. I think it was the 10 range though, right here. It was the 10 range. Is it this one? I manage. Down in it. Oh yeah, it was this one right here because I was drawing the 35 that G was talking about. So it's this one right here. So if you go to 10 range, and I believe if you have the upper level of subscriptions on Thinkorswim, TradingView, it will give you 10 range. They might dump it, right? They might, right? But Bruce, they might also what? Perfect trap right here. I have a question for you guys. Do you ever get inactivity warnings in your PAs? I thought it's once you have to trade one day every you have to trade once every 30 days, right? Yeah, we can leave this one open too. This would be your entry chart, right? So let's say you see something on the 5 minute or the 2 minute. You can lock in. Like let's say you don't want a 24-point stop on your 5 minute. Lock in on the 1 minute. Lock in on the 10 range, and your stops are always the same. But you have to remember your targets are always the same too.
Pink bar, 10 range chart.
I want to show you one way to look at this. I don't think any one of you, I don't think I've ever explained this before. Okay. So the one way to look at it is, okay, price and CVD are coming down. Okay. But here's what I want you to think of. Okay. The professionals, the guys that are building a position are not doing what you think they're doing. They're not hitting the bid, hitting the bid, hitting the bid. Folks, if someone is hitting the bid, what is the other side of the party doing? Type it in. Don't make this complicated. If someone's hitting the bid, what is the other side of the trade doing? Someone type it in. It's one word. If someone is selling to the bid, what is the other side doing? No. If someone is hitting the bid, which means they're selling to the bid, what is the other party doing? This will make a lot of sense. If someone is selling to the bid, what's the other side of the party doing? I'm saying the word. You need to put the word into a verb. Yeah. So they'd be bidding, right? Bidding. So, okay, now that we have that in order, they're pressing on the bid. They're pressing on the bid. They're pressing on the bid. All of a sudden, they've accumulated, because what are we waiting for? We're waiting for the buy signal, right? So they're accumulating. Okay, distribution, because if somebody's buying the offer, if somebody's hitting market on the offer, what are they doing? Offering. Good. Bid, offer, bid, offer. Now think about how we would normally think about this. Oh, they're hitting the bid, it's got to go lower. They're hitting the bid, it's got to go lower. Until the squeeze. What does the squeeze look like? They have to hit the offer. What happens if they squeeze and somebody's stop is up here? Let's say that their stop is up here. What's going to happen when it hits the stop? It will buy to the offer, showing a higher push, right? But what if there's lots of bids sitting here? What would that be called? Buy-side liquidity, which means those guys that accumulated down here are now doing what? This, I hope everybody understands this. And if you don't understand it, ask questions. I need you to think about, boom, see that? Leaning on the bid means they're selling to the bid, leaning on the bid, expecting a lower price. Now they're leaning on the offer, expecting a higher price. Now ask yourself this question. Just because they're leaning on the offer, does price have to go up, yes or no? The answer is no. Why? Because they could run into liquidity. Good. So what would a squeeze look like? I'm going to show you. This. Now, notice they're leaning on the offer, pushing delta upwards. Notice price is not. What are they doing? Let's put everything together. If price doesn't go up, in fact, it goes down, and they're leaning on the offer, which is pushing delta upwards, what's actually happening? Type it in. It starts with a D. This will make a lot of sense. If they're accumulating down here, what are they doing up here? If the delta keeps going up and price goes down. It starts with a D. It's a verb. Drug dealers do it. People that drive trucks do it. If they're accumulating down here, what are they doing here? Type it in. Someone type it in. If I say it, you can question it. If someone else types it in, it is plausibly true. Distributing. So the reason I have it called, look, the reason I have it called locals, okay, is because if you've ever listened to the Squawk Box, the locals are not right all the time. You'd think they would be. They're not. Let's say the locals, watch this. Let's say the locals did what Tyson did and they started buying early, okay? If the locals started buying early, where do they capitulate? Right here, right? Let's say that they started selling late. Ready? Where would they have to flip? Right there. Okay? And so the way that I want you to think about it is, yes, we have rise over run. Yes, I get it. Okay, and you can correlate that all you want. But once you see it flip or price not follow, okay, what this is doing is it's showing you a graphical representation of this right here. Okay? So let's put, I hope you guys understand how valuable what I'm showing you is. There's not very many people in the world that can explain this. Look. Okay, see how it's all together here? And then look how it flips. World-class information right there, folks. So if you're wondering, how does this guy catch some of these things and they're not on the chart? Well, I'm reading the tape in direct relation to the orders. Okay? Now I got my charts all messed up. I hope that helps. I hope that helps. I normally, remember, I'm not here to entertain you guys. I'm going to either educate or I'm going to make money. Okay? I'm going to either educate or make money. Right? I'm not here to be your dog and pony show. Okay? I'm here to show you guys how trading actually works, right? Not like the number one trader on YouTube where he's entertaining you and making it look like he's making millions, okay? Not what we're here to do, okay? No, I'm not knocking him. He's a nice guy, okay? But I'm telling you right now, he's not the best trader on YouTube. He's nowhere near it. Look at it break down. Look at that. You guys can still hear me? Let me get a mic check. I didn't get anyone answering me on very basic questions that you should know the answer to. Okay, the opposite of accumulation is distribution. The verb for bid is to bid or bidding. Okay, the verb for offer is to offer or offering, right? All right, let's look at this. Okay, a lot of congestion here, right? But look at what they did on this last bar. Right into the OR. Okay, opening range, 15-minute, first 15-minute bar. Dink and sell. Elijah, what is how difficult is it to change be able to change the font size on the S TDD? All right, now let's look at this. Let's look at this with price and delta. Okay, are they absorbing again? This is weird because the price is going down. They're hitting the offer. That means they're wrong, right? Hey, look, Tyson. I hate to pick on Tyson, but I have to pick on Tyson. He's a strong guy. He can take it, right? So if they're all hitting the offer and it's going down, what are they doing? What are the pros doing? They are the offer. I want to remind you, there's some algorithms that are never wrong. Okay, now here's the deal. If you think that there's no algorithms that are right 100% of the time, you guys are wrong. Okay? There are algorithms that are right all the time. You guys, I haven't had a losing trade in 2 weeks.
10 range chart.
So there are a ton of algorithms that make money always. Okay? We have to find where those algorithms actually are. Well, we're not far off, right? Not far off. This is a good album, Crixus. This is a good album. All right, everybody, I'm going to warn you, it is Friday. I would like you guys all to stop trading. It's going to do it for me. We'll punch over to the X stream. I'm going to get the link for you. My wife is summoning me. I'm small green, 3 points. I'm going to keep it this way. My intentions today were come in, hit it, and quit it. Well, I did just that. I came in, I hit it, and quit it. If you have any questions, okay, go over to, here's our Discord, okay, free Discord. Go over there and ask questions, and we'll get them all answered for you. That's going to do it for me, everybody. My name is Revan Wood. I go by Sage FT Online. I'll see everybody Monday. Peace.